A few things. Now, I don't know if I could get to this with you here because I know, and I'm not doing this to shit on anybody.
You? No?
No, I would never do that. But I got this video from E-Rock last night. It's Chad. It's Chad Zumach.
Right.
And I know you two are buddies or whatever. You work together, whatever it is. Like, I don't have really any personal animosity toward Chad. I really don't. I don't have an agenda against him. I don't, I think it's kind of odd that sometimes he comes up with some pretty crazy stories about things that have been going on, and sometimes I'm involved, and I know I'm not involved. So I just kind of ask, like, where did that come from? What the fuck is this? But again, no personal vendetta against.
It's almost like when you used to make fun of Stern back in the day. You didn't have a vendetta against him.
Yeah.
You were just like, whatever. It's just something I can make fun of, and I don't care after.
Right, something that happens, and now whenever he mentions me, it's usually in some horrific light, but again, that's fine. And I might respond to it. Lately, I haven't even done that.
Right.
But I got a video last night. It's 9 minutes, and it's Chad starting his show, and he is fucking lit. I mean, hammered.
When was this from?
Just the other night.
Okay. Right.
Now, I guess the context of the show was he was going to snipe on Kevin Brennan's show. So he's waiting for that show to start. So
by the way, are you still out of the Kevin Brennan business?
Oh, I am totally out of the Kevin Brennan business.
Okay, because last time I was on, we were watching each other, and you said you're out of
the Kevin Brennan business. I was in the Bob Levy business, which I think I still am.
Okay,
we did a gig out at Soul Joel's.
Yeah,
and everything seemed to be fine. And he's like, Anthony, come on our show. And I'll do your show, and Kevin, and Levy gets a few drinks in him.
Yeah, he's trying to make everything nice.
Everything's sunshine, and the world's a wonderful place. So he tells Brennan that, and Brennan's like, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna get on his show, and he's not doing this one. Stupid Levy gets all happy and drunk, and so goddamn funny too.
Right.
So funny to listen to, and I was caught up in the Levy moment." Going, yeah, I'll do it. Fuck that. Fuck Cumia. Fuck Compound. Fuck that. All right, I get it. Point taken. So again, I never really get. The only people I've gotten personal with in any radio confrontation has been Opie. Kind of, we traded some barbs there, and Stuttering John, because Stuttering John can go from 0 to 110 as far as going into the gutter, in a second.
Right.
So, yeah, I might have said things about some of the aspects of his personal life, let's just say.
Right.
Leave it at that. But Chad, I just talk about why would he lie like he does and come up with these concocted stories that I don't know if he really thinks people will believe it. The one that he said that I had people beat him up. I had people down in Florida that I called.
Oh, yeah, he said that Cumia's Country or something.
Cumia Country, Cumia Mafia, and they punched him, and then he got online, and he's covered in oil, and his hair was a mess, and he had a black eye, but only on the top of his eye. It just, nothing made sense. And we had come to the conclusion that he figured a way to make money by stealing catalytic converters. So he was under one, and that's what the oil is from. And as he was sawzalling it out, a chip went in his eye, and his eye swelled up, and he needed an excuse. So he came up with the Cumia Mafia.
He's not that handy.
I don't think he's that handy.
No, he's not that handy. No, believe me.
Handy?
Yeah, like, he could probably change a light bulb, but
Ryobi fucking.
Yeah, he didn't work on cars before.
No,
he doesn't. So that definitely.
I gave him too much.
But I'll tell you, it did get him a lot of publicity. Like,
it did.
He went back on Kevin's show, and then it blew up, and everyone was talking about it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I always say Chad's like, he's like a pro wrestler. There's got to be a storyline.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, oh, good, this is some drama. I'll build up some drama, and then everyone will go crazy over it.
I get
all that shit too.
But again, he's got to understand that if you drag other people into some of these stories, that they're probably going to respond and, and talk about things. I found this very funny. I watched it last night, and it was just, E-Rock sent it to me. He goes, it's 9 minutes of Chad drunk off his ass trying to do his show, not admitting that he's drunk, by the way. And he gets nothing across. It is just babble. And then when it ends, it's apparently him knocking himself off the air accidentally. So it's just a complete clusterfuck. Let's play a little of
See,
it.
I remember him saying that he put a survey up on Twitter. Should I do a drunk show when he did it? Is that what this
No,
is?
that isn't this.
Oh, okay, it's not.
I believe
Okay.
It was relatively recently. But
Okay.
Yeah. He's gonna. Yeah, here
we are, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Misery, or Mud Shark Loves Misery. Here we are. We're doing it.
Like he's
We're feeling good. Things
I know
are
that slur.
happening. Right? People are pissed off. They're angry. They're pissed off. They're pointing fingers. They're mad. They're doing shows. We're doing it. We're having fun. We're having a good time. My name is Chad Zumach. How are you? The Mud Shark.
Mud
Shark loves misery.
Shark? Does he know what that is?
Yeah, he does.
Welcome.
Okay.
We are on 2 YouTube pages. We're doing it.
He keeps saying we're doing it. We're having
How
fun.
are you, Flat
and there's nothing
Cat Jessica?
he's doing, and he's not having fun. I don't know.
People are making their predictions right now. They're like, what's going on with the Z-Man? Is he cool? Is he mad? Is he angry? Is he drunk?
One's saying. Sorry.
Bring it. I don't care at all at this point. I don't give a fuck. You guys are sheep
Now he's bashing his audience.
at this point. What am I doing? Who am I? Where am I at? I don't
It's
know.
green beer.
We'll see.
For your information.
We're doing what we're doing. There's no people are like sending me messages. They're like, oh my God, there's a hierarchy. There's a where's his arc at?
What?
Where's he
hierarchy
going?
arc?
I'm like, wherever. Who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Thank you for having me.
Like, I
in your
understand
life.
this.
I
Like,
appreciate it.
you could pause it. I understand this. You know, get drunk and do a show. It's pretty funny.
Right.
But I don't think he's letting people know he's drunk. I think he thinks he's covering very well. And I don't think he is, though. I think he's very drunk here. And, you know, it's funny because he's drunk. But he's not really putting anything out there except being drunk, which is funny. So, again.
So he never, I don't, look, he could be, who knows with Chad? He's devious.
I know.
He could be like, listen, man, people, let me put this out there and watch everybody comment on it because now they're talking to me. Now I'll come back and they're going to watch what I'm going to say to it.
Right.
So, I mean, it could be that.
It could be. It could be. But
or he could just say, hey, because I know he did one. I guess he said he put a Twitter poll up.
Right.
And he's like, should I do it drunk? And he did one drunk and he said it was a mess or whatever like that. So
yeah, I think he passed out on that one.
Right.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So that's funny. I mean, I'll give him that.
Right.
But, just a little more. A couple more.
This is not real life, people. I know people like, oh my, you're so invested in what we're doing and we're angry, we're mad.
What?
This is not real life. It's not. We're fucking around. We're having fun.
He's so
I
distracted
appreciate
by
that
the
I'm on
chat, too.
2 monetized YouTube channels. I
He's already
appreciate
said
that.
this, by the way.
But I don't care.
He said that. By the
you
way, you know
think
what the
anything
battle
else.
cry
I really
of
don't.
someone
I
that
don't give a
really,
fuck.
really,
I
really
don't.
cares about something is?
I don't
I don't care. Anytime someone reiterates how much they don't care about something, they deeply care about it. That's what I've noticed over the years.
Yeah, I mean, see the thing when he's saying like this isn't real life because everyone, you get it totally invested on it. Next thing I know, Chad's on Kevin and show like a few weeks ago. He popped up,
right?
Because Kevin struck his channel or whatever, so he pops up on there. Like, wait, and then Bob was off the show for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
because he got in with Kevin. He's like, I'm doing it on my own. I don't need anybody.
I think that's more of Kevin than anyone else.
Right, but then Bob's back on the show.
Yeah.
And then then all of a sudden Chad pops up after they've been screaming about him. So I'm like, all right, what is real?
They always.
And then in another month, if Chad's in New York, he'll be sitting here, and you guys are like, yeah, let's go have a beer. So I'm like, all right, so all this is fake?
They all know that it's worth their while to kind of argue and go back and forth. And yeah, kind of a pro wrestling.
I think it's like the radio, because remember weren't you guys fighting with Bubba the Love Sponge? Then you were friends with him, and Scott Farrell.
And then
Farrell, and you were friends with him.
Right. Then you both get a common enemy. So now you're together for a while, but then now you're with this guy. So that guy's the heel.
Right. So Jason Ellis, maybe you guys had an issue with too.
Bullshit with Jason Ellis.
And then all of a sudden he's in the studio and you guys are fine. So like, wait a minute. What?
This happens all the time in this biz. But like I said, Chad gets really, really nasty. He gets really nasty, which I get. And it's nothing that I haven't heard before. I get shit about everything. But then if I turn around and say something about him, he gets all very hurt that I said something terrible when, he's posts things and then deletes the post minutes later, but he's already put it out there. He's called me pedophile and shit like that.
Right.
All right, whatever. It's a joke. I hope it's a joke. But, and then he expects to be treated with kid gloves. And it's all a joke, dude. It doesn't mean anything. It's like, okay, all right. He seems like a dish it out, can't take it kind of guy sometimes.
Well, that's most comics.
Most comics
can't take it.
So then why is he?
I don't know. Look, I'm
implying he's not a comic.
Everyone says like he opens for me everywhere. Like when I'm down in Florida, if I'm doing shows down there, I see him like 8 days out of the whole year.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, oh my God, Jim's got a girlfriend now. She's a comic. So now Chad can't open for him anymore. And he's mad. He's flipping out. God. And it's none of that because it doesn't pay. Chad's not going to fly up to Albany to do a gig with me, opening up. There's not enough money. He's never done that ever.
So you want a crowd that hasn't heard anything funny till you get up there.
No, I tell you, look, Chad does a good job. He does. He does, on shows. He doesn't bomb. And, I don't want someone bombing in front of me.
Not.
I don't, because then I got to fucking take the show out of the shitter and try to get everyone back.
Right.
I'd rather someone kill. Like, that's what, working in New York and following these killers every night.
Yeah.
Killing, that's what makes you stronger. And on the road, you want something. You could just ride that wave.
Like when you did a Louis show and you killed before Louis every time.
Before Louis, yeah.
With what Louis thought was a hacky act.
Yeah.
And then he was pissed, and then he realized, why am I pissed?
Yeah, what am I going to give a shit?
This guy's
why am I taking this stuff so seriously?
Yeah. He's doing what he does, and it's funny, and why should I care? I should be happy for him.
People are always like, why would you even hang out with that guy or talk? Look, I don't hang out with him because he lives in Florida. I live here. But I've always been attracted to people that, not attracted in a gay sense.
Not in that way.
Not in the Bud Light sense.
Right.
But just that, like, people with problems. Why do you think me and Jim Norton started together?
Well, of course, yes.
Rich Voss, I got attracted to. You know what I mean? Like, I love guys like that. There's another guy, Zool, that used to it was a comic, and he goes, I just had a newborn baby, and he shit his pants, and he had a diaper, and him and his wife would make up chocolate pudding the night before. He goes, look, he just shit his pants. You want me to eat it? And then he would freaking start eating it out of the smash it on his face and walk off stage. I like guys like that. Another guy, Wayne O'Drano, used to puke at the end of his act. Just friggin' puke into a box and walk off stage. Yeah. I like guys like
closer.
That. It is a good closer.
Yeah. People will remember it.
So I don't know. I got a guy that still, to this day, if someone passes out at a party, he'll stick his finger in his ass all the way in there and give him crack finger. He puts it under his nose like a smelling salts.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, and it's fucking, the whole room reeks.
Wow,
it's like he didn't even. It's like he didn't even wipe his ass. It smells that bad. And then if someone doesn't wake up, he'll rub it on their gums.
Oh my God.